This is Adam Miller, movies correspondent and associate producer for The RPM Show, and today I'm going to tell you about a new movie called Drive Angry. Now, Drive Angry stars Nicolas Cage, Amber Heard, William Fichtner, David Morse, and Billy Burke. Now, Nicolas Cage plays a man who literally, and I mean literally, escapes from hell in order so he can bring forth revenge on the satanic cult and the leader, played by Billy Burke, who killed his daughter and kidnapped his granddaughter, and they intend to use his granddaughter as a sacrifice in a satanic ritual. Now, Nicolas Cage basically goes on this rampage where he teams up with Amber Heard, who's kind of like the girl next door, and who's got the hot car, the real hot car. And he brings forth, just shooting everybody, he's killing everybody. And of course, he's being pursued by William Fichtner, he calls himself the accountant. He's basically, in other words, he is the devil's right-hand man who is in pursuit of him. Now, this movie follows a real trend of 1970s cult cinema. It's kind of like I wouldn't exactly call it an homage to cult cinema. It's more of a new addition to that genre. That genre that was really made evident in the 1970s when you had, those Ross Meyer movies, the real bad movies that just, they had an audience from the Roadhouse theaters, the Grindhouse theaters. They were typical B movie. They were real exploitation, filled with a lot of violence, sex, drugs, whatever. This movie has all of that, nonstop violence, sex, drugs, profanity, and it's still doing it's an R-rated movie, so go figure. But it's really, I look at it as basically as being an addition to, that formula of 1970s cult cinema. Now, as to being labeled a cult classic, that's a little far out because it just came out today, so we'll see where it goes. Now, as a movie, personally, I thought it was a lot of fun. Now, granted, I've never been a big fan of that type of cinema, but at the same time, it boosts an A-list cast, Nicolas Cage, who I'm a huge fan of, and of course, the 3D. This is a legitimate 3D movie, I must say. It was shot in 3D, and of course, it's not one of these post-production conversions that we saw lots of last year. So this is a legitimate 3D. So if you're going to see it in 3D, this is the one thing that you really should spend your money on because it is well worth it. This is a 3D movie that you will not feel like you've wasted your money and time. It is 2 hours of pure adrenaline, pedal to the metal action. It's a real gory movie. It's a shoot 'em up. Now, as I said, it's a lot of fun. Nicolas Cage, as an actor who really doesn't let anything slip him by when it comes to choosing a, good script to do. So this is actually one movie that I give him a lot of kudos for. Now, it's really one of his. It's not exactly a good movie, but it's one of those. It's so bad that it's good. It's a guilty pleasure, kind of like what Snakes on a Plane or Piranha 3D. It's simply that's what it is. It's a guilty pleasure that's really, when you dial down to it, it's simple, pure fun. It's cinematic fun, 3D fun. That's all it is. Now, I give it a complete 9.5 out of 10. It's a lot of fun. It's real worth it. So, in any case, I want to know what you think. Go see it this weekend and tell me what you think. So, email me your thoughts. Am I right or am I wrong? Email me at adam@therpmshow.com. And of course, check out our website, therpmshow.com. Check out our links on our sidebar, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, hub pages, YouTube. Check out all of our other videos. And, download our shows on iTunes. We got over 30 shows that we've done so far on our iTunes page. So download those, put those on your portable media player. Until then, when I bring another review or another news story, this is Adam Miller for the RPM Show, saying stay tuned and see you next time.